Hey, what is up, travel lovers? Have you ever looked at a cruise and just gone like, wow, that cruise is only $300? What a great deal. And then realized how much you actually have to pay for a cruise? Well, today we're gonna get into a video about how much does it actually cost to cruise. Now, I'm gonna compare three different cruise lines, the three major cruise lines. I found a $300-ish cruise on all three of those, and we're gonna break down what goes into the final cost. Can you really afford a cruise, and is it really worth it? Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to the show. Here's where I invite you to subscribe, and just go down there and just hit subscribe. It's simple. It'll take you like 2 seconds. It costs you $0, and I appreciate it $100 million worth of appreciations. So go down and subscribe, like the video, and share it. Of course, this video is brought to you by Rogue Traveler Apparel. That's roguetravelerstore.com. Go check them out. Buy some cool stuff. And check out the bucket list fund and nominate somebody for winning a really cool trip. So thanks so much for coming, guys. I want to make sure to let you know this YouTube thing is more for like longer videos and news and cool stuff like that. I'm going to post some really cool videos, you know, from trips I go on and stuff like that too. But my Facebook page, I post a little bit more just because it's easier, right? You just got your phone, you're at a place, snap, click, boom, cool. And so I post like, you know, weird and crazy and fun stuff that I do, maybe cool new spots, you know, that I travel to, and show you some stuff. I post like menus from cruises and things like that. So a lot easier to do from my phone. So go check out on my Facebook page, The Sean Experiment. Pretty simple to find, facebook.com/The Sean Experiment. S-H-A-U-N. Don't do me like that with the S-H-A-W-N. Is it S-E-A-N or with a W? Neither. S-H-A-U-N. Read the word. Where's the word? I don't know. The Sean Experiment. It's me, Sean. Do it. All right, so let's get into the topic today. Guys, when I started cruising, I would see cruise deals and I would go like, that cruise says it's only $200. I have $200. Well, that's not how much a cruise is. So if you've never cruised before, or maybe you have cruised, but like, you know, you didn't really pay for it, your parents brought you, or like a boyfriend paid for it, or whatever the case may be, let me break down for you kind of how it is to pay for a cruise. So what I did is I took three different cruises, like just coming up in the near future, none in particular. But what I did is I took three different cruise lines. I'm doing Carnival, I'm doing Norwegian, and I am doing Royal Caribbean, the three main huge cruise lines, all out of the same port. So I'm all doing out of Miami, Florida, which is the cruise port capital of the world. So I just figured, you know, that's where we're going to find the best prices. Of course, prices on cruises can be way more than this. And sometimes, you know, less than this as well. Of course, there's always, you know, greater deals on cruises. But I wanted it to be pretty fair. So I tried to find around a $300 cruise that I could find from Miami, just to give you an idea on how much a cruise actually cost. So we're going to start with Royal Caribbean. So on Royal Caribbean, I found a cruise, and I'll try and like post up this stuff here. I'm going to look down at my phone if you guys don't mind, because my memory is not amazing. So I'm going to kind of read some of these topics. But on Royal Caribbean, you know, you're getting a 4-night cruise for about $300. Now, this one is 300 on the dot, 300. So you go, cool, it's $300, right? Well, not so much. So this is a 4-night cruise leaving out of Miami. It's going to take you to Puerto Plata, and that's it. So you're going to the Dominican Republic, a one-stop 4-night cruise for $300. But you still get 4 nights. So I mean, you're full vacation mode, relaxing. It's awesome. You're going to have a great time. Okay. That $300, of course, has port taxes and fees included. Now, all rooms are based on double occupancy. What that means is most of the time 2 or more people go on a cruise. So assuming it's just 2 people going on the cruise, it's going to be $300 per person if you have 2 people in the room. Now, they do offer single rates, but those single cruiser rates are normally more expensive per person, quite a bit more expensive, sometimes double as expensive, sometimes maybe, you know, 50 to 75% as expensive, but they do go up. And in the same regard, if you put 3 to 4 people in a room, including children or adults or whatever, it will go down per person. So it's based off of 2 people, $300 per person. Now, that gives you 4 nights. And then they break it down in like the thing, and then I'll post it up here as well. But that gives you, for 2 people, $599, so about $300 a piece, $299.50 each. And then they add taxes and fees. That's like your port taxes. Whenever a ship heads into another country, they charge them to dock there, etc., whatever. So your port taxes, which do vary from line to line. They're normally not drastically different, but they do vary from line to line. That is $224 and some change each. So, $112 per person for those 4 nights. That gives your grand total $823 and change. Okay, so you're $300 a piece, which really like $600, turned into $823. Not too bad. And that's a 4-night with 1 stop. Okay, so that's what about you're getting on Royal Caribbean. Now let's switch over to Norwegian. Now Norwegian advertises heavy. God, if you've ever cruised with Norwegian, I get this pamphlet in the mail. I swear it's once a week. It may be more often, like a thick, full color pamphlet in the mail. And I'm like, man, they be advertising, sending me emails and calling and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, I guess that's how you make money, right? And they always say 70% off. Free, flights, free everything, free drinks, free specialty dining, free all this stuff, free Wi-Fi, all that. And yes, that is true. They don't tell you a few things about those fees or charges, I guess. So we'll get into that. So a $300 cruise on Norwegian, leaving out of Miami to keep it fair. Let's see what that looks like. So for one, I picked a 5-day out of Miami. So you do get a little bit more, 1 extra day on Norwegian for around the same price, which is pretty cool. And that's for $299 a person. So this one is going to Harvest Caye and Cozumel. Okay, so Harvest Caye is in Belize, really cool spot. We went cave tubing there, and the local people are amazing. The forest and everything is super, super cool. So I definitely recommend going to Belize if you haven't been. So cool. And then Cozumel, a classic stop. Lots to do there as well. I think we went scuba diving there once. I rented the UTVs or the side-by-sides and went mudding and stuff. So lots of cool stuff to do there as well. So definitely check this out. Not a bad cruise. 2 stops, $299, 5 nights. Not bad. So when you get into it, Norwegian's going to say, well, now which class of room would you like? Yes, there's classes to your rooms. Now your class options, you'll see the big difference. Of course, they're always going to advertise the most expensive one at top. So the family inside, it's a little bit bigger of a room, I guess, if you have kids and stuff. Is it worth the extra money? Not necessarily, in my opinion. They put you closer to some of the kid activities and things. But like, it's a cruise ship. What's a couple extra stairs? So, I mean, if that's something important to you, cool, pay the extra money. To me, I don't really care so much. Even when my kids do go, it's not super important to me to be close to there. But you can see $469. All of a sudden went from $299 to $469. Pretty big jump. And then the one right below that, the inside cabin, which is an interior, like no windows, no whatever, which I actually kind of prefer in a lot of scenarios. It gets real dark. No light. Real dark and real cold in the room means real good naps. Yeah, I'd be sleeping real good on the cruise ship. So interior, not so bad. Some people prefer to see the ocean or have the balcony and all that, which is really nice as well. But the interiors makes for some great naps. So interior, $399, already $100 up. And then the sail away inside, $299. So here's where they get you. They say 70% off of cruise rates and free everything. Except the room category you have to be in order to get the free stuff is more expensive. So it's the old classic bait and switch. It is not free. You have to pay for a more expensive room. Okay, fine, no problem. So an extra $100 a person. And then I get free drinks and free Wi-Fi, right? Not so much, because they're going to charge you gratuities on top of that, okay? Which again, I'm not saying it's not a good deal. I'm just saying the advertising is a little bit misleading. So let's say we pick that middle category, not the family inside, but the interior room, the inside room. We went from $299 a person to $399 a person. Okay, no problem, 800 bucks, no big deal. Well, when they break it down for you, it gets to be a little bit more than that. So you can see here, we have $399 per person, $399 per person, open bar and specialty dining and shore excursions and Wi-Fi and all that included. And then down there it says open bar gratuities, $198. Specialty dining gratuities, $20, which isn't bad, but they include, so now our total due after taxes and fees, and you can see your taxes here a little bit more, $174 per person compared to the Royal Caribbean was about $112. You are getting one more stop here and one more night, so it's really not as bad as you're making it out to be, or I'm making it out to be. Total price, $1,365.66. Now, that is 5 nights and a really cool vacation, unlimited food, unlimited drinks, because on Norwegian it truly is unlimited drinks. Not a bad deal. Specialty dining package, a couple stops, visit some new countries. So again, still a great deal, but you can see how that $299 price tag, you think, oh, it'll be like 600 bucks for 2 people to go. Well, it's more than double that. Now, if you were to just say, you know what, I don't drink, I don't care about specialty restaurants or whatever, I'm just gonna do the sail away inside, which is the room, an interior room with no specialty. It does get cheaper. It does get cheaper. You're looking at $947. $947. So again, 5 nights. Now, the Royal Caribbean was $823. This is $947. So, it's $100-something more, but you are getting 1 extra night as well. So from a side-by-side value, still pretty good. You're getting a 5-night cruise under $1,000. I mean, that's $100 a night per person. Unlimited food, room and board, nice hotel, visit a couple of countries. It's still a great deal. It's just not exactly the price you maybe thought you were going to pay when you did it. Now let's move on to Carnival. Now, a lot of people have opinions about like what's their favorite cruise line and why it's their favorite cruise line. I tell you now, I haven't been on every cruise line in the world, but I have been on all the major cruise lines, and Carnival is just good. Now, 2 reasons why, or like 100 reasons why, but 2 reasons why I really lean that way. One is the price. Carnival's price is just generally cheaper. I mean, it's just better. Now, I know, a lot of people don't like to use like cheap. Oh, it's a cheap, whatever. I think all the food, for the most part, is really kind of the same on all the boats. I think the service is fantastic on all the boats. I think the ports are all very similar on all the boats. So for me to save the money and be able to go on more cruises, yeah, 100%. That is something that I look for. So price is a big thing. Number 2, Carnival is fun. So like it's the party boat, it's the fun ship, right? It's fun. They have the comedy show. I'm a huge live comedy fan. They have the comedy show every night. They have like 2 comedians a day, every day. And they rotate throughout the cruise. So like, I love the live comedy. The club actually stays open. You want to go dance, you want to go drink, you want to go have a good time. It actually stays open till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, where some of these other boats, I feel like it's 10 o'clock and it's a ghost town. Even go to the club and it's like 11:30, 12, there's 8 people in there, like, well, I guess we'll just wrap up. And it's like, ugh. So Carnival is cheaper and more fun, I think, in a lot of scenarios, in my opinion. The other ones are still great. I have a great time. Cruising is amazing, but I think Carnival is fun. So let's get into the Carnival price. Now, same thing, out of Miami, $300 cruise, and you're getting 6 nights on the Carnival. So if we go to the Carnival, this particular one is here like in a couple weeks. It's on the Carnival Horizon, which is an amazing ship. I was on it 6 weeks ago. I'm going on it again in like another 6 weeks in the end of April. It's like the 3rd or 4th largest ship in Carnival's fleet. It's an awesome, there's an IMAX theater on board, the sky ride, the ropes course. If you haven't seen that video, go check out my Carnival Horizon video. I walk you around the ship and show you some cool stuff. It's a huge ship, which on the other 2, the Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, they are smaller ships. And so not saying that they suck, I'm just saying that they are not this huge ship. So Carnival, you're getting a huge ship, $300 out of Miami. Your taxes, fees, and port expensive, $337. Yeah. So you're like 170 to $170 each, which is about what you were with Norwegian as well. However, there is an extra night, and this goes to 3 different ports. And so you're getting more days, more ports, more for your money. Total price. Now this does not include your drink package or Wi-Fi or anything that the other people are offering. So kind of similar to that second price with Norwegian, $945.72. $945. So when you look at it and you go, it's $300, you expect it to be around $600. Prepare to pay port taxes and fees. Another maybe 150 or more dollars, 150 to 200, depending on like how many stops you have or how long your cruise is, etc. And that's kind of going to give you the base price. Now, of course, there are specialty deals. I want to buy specialty dining. I want to go and have the drink package. I want to buy excursions. Plan for that as well. So can you go on a cruise and pay the base price and have an absolute blast? Yeah, for sure. For one, if you don't drink, cool. Free, right? You can buy the bubbles package and drink unlimited Coke or whatever. Just drink water. I mean, they provide you drinks. If you do drink and you can't afford the drink package, there are ways to get booze on board. Reading words that are coming out of my mouth. I made a video on how somebody might do that if they wanted to, although don't do that. Very bad. Not illegal, and you won't get in any trouble at all, even if you're caught, but very bad. Don't do that, but do watch my video just to educate yourself on how people do. So around $945, you can get a 6-night cruise on a huge ship and have an absolute blast, for sure. So I hope that helped clarify some of the ways that the taxes or fees or different things can add up. Do you have a question about cruising or how much it costs? Do you have a question about how much the drink package costs or the difference between the drink packages? Do you have a question about the food on board? Do you have a question about anything cruising or anything vacationing at all? I'm your guy. Comment below and I will personally answer all of your questions myself. I appreciate you watching. Again, don't forget, check out my Facebook channel. Check out RogueTravelerStore.com. Subscribe to the channel. Do it. And like the video. And just show me some love. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace out.